Hello and welcome to 18 TV. Right, to let you guys know where we're at. So basically, you guys are up to date with all the videos. I haven't made a video for like 10-12 days now because we've just been absolutely manic. But massive turn of events. So some of the last stuff we cut being this not nice, not palatable. It's gone like a browny olive colour. So any of you like eating green olives, that and a bit browner, that's sort of where we've got on this. Basically we had we got rained on twice and not what we were working to, which was possible quick light showers. We ended up having 3 hours of possibly 3.5 inches of rain in 3 hours. I know some of you are thinking that we're exaggerating. Really not. Like, it was unbelievable. Biblical is the word. Biblical, maybe. Anyway, so that has caused us to end up having some brown hay, which is, it'll sell, but it'll have to go out a little bit cheaper. Won't be quite as tasty to the old horse's palates, or anything else is going out to. But at the end of the day, a bale's a bale at the moment. But we're not doing too bad on stocks. It's not the end of the world. It's the end of the second cut. This week, by next weekend, we should have finished completely. And hopefully next Sunday will be a special video. So keep your eyes out for that. But all in all, we're going smoothly otherwise. So as I said, this grass we've had to re-dry twice because when we got it dry enough that we were just about to bale it again, it rained again. So it's been down for about 8 days. Not the best thing in the world, but you can only do what you can do. So as you can see, my old man's coming through now, baling away. Adam, which he will speak to you all in a minute. I know you all miss him. Had my mug on screen too much recently. He'll have a chat with you in a minute. He's got some surprises for you. And yeah, that guy there is just going to keep on knocking out these things. Also, for everyone else's humour, nothing goes quite swimmingly all the time. This mud guard this morning got bent because one of those came loose as I was driving along and I landed on there, and I've had to straighten it out with a bar. So as you can see, it bent so well that bit of plastic there went underneath, which I straightened out, and under here I had to get a bar in and just prise him up. Fortunately, that is hollow pipe and not solid bar, because else I would have had to get a strop on that to another telehandler. So it bent up quite easy. But just goes to show that even though we've all been doing it, or even though I've been doing this for years and years and years, can still have the odd mistake. But it's straight-ish again now. Hopefully I don't do it again.
This is it. Second cut is coming to an end, which I'll be totally honest, I'm glad, and I'm sure you lot are glad as well. Stand up there. I'm sure you lot are glad as well, because all you've seen is nothing but hay and haylage making videos, which isn't a bad thing, but this harvest has dragged on. I'm not going to lie, through one thing or another. The weather this summer has been an absolute, well, ball ache. And well, it's just absolutely disrupted everything. I mean, we've gone about the weathermen and women before. I mean, it's been so inconsistent. It's just unbelievable. I mean, what they've got wrong this year has been, well, it's been phenomenal really. But I think we can all gladly say though that 2020 is coming to an end. And I think we'll all be glad to see the back of it. I mean, it doesn't matter who you speak to, harvests everywhere have been dire. I know the corn, I mean, going from one end of the country to the other can be a little bit different. Some people, yeah, there hasn't really been a change about their yields. Some other people, it's been absolutely dire. It is what it is this year. I think we should all just take what we got and leave it like that, and we'll all start again next year, because this has just been an absolute nightmare of a year, personally. But anyway, but for us, it's nearly over. 6-7 fields left, I think. So that is that. And then, well, we can get on with hedge trimming, which I'll be looking forward to getting on a trimmer, if I'm being honest now. Even on, you know, I love my job, but even I'm fed up with this now. It's just dragged on and on and on through no fault of his own, just the weather. You know, we've had stuff rained on when it shouldn't have rained. We've had sunshine when it shouldn't have been sunny. You name it, we've just had it this year. But it was always going to be one of those years, ever since the pandemic arrived, it was always going to be a crap year. So there we have it, almost done, and we can get on to doing something else.
Right, so just where we are, Charlie and I are clearing the last field. Ad, what are you up to?
Going off turning the rest you cut yesterday or Saturday?
Yeah, so I cut another block yesterday, which you guys haven't seen. I might take the RTV out in a bit while Adam and Dad are tedding. Show you what else we cut. And then we've got 9 fields left. So, as I can't do it with 2 hands, I've got to do it with 1 hand. So we've got 9 fields left to cut this week. And then hopefully we're done. Finito. Finished. But another thing to remember, if you haven't yet done so, please could you
subscribe,
ring that
bell,
and give us a
thumbs up or thumbs down.
Preferably not thumbs down.
Yeah, don't do thumbs down though.
Yeah.
Why would you do a thumbs down?
Yeah, why would you do that?
Get a life.
If you don't like it, don't watch it. But yeah, give us a thumbs up. Helps us, supports the channel, but absolutely brilliant. You can also get merch on eBay or eBay, links below. Adam, would you like to buy merchandise?
I'd love to buy merchandise, but how do I find Hey Team TV merchandise, Justin? Well, good thing you asked. Go onto eBay and type in the Hey Team TV. The world is your oyster.
Or click on the link below.
Oh, you had to make it easier, didn't you? Right, we'll look on the link below.
So this is a reverse cycle on a wrap brake. Any of you not in the ag world, so when it runs out of plastic, it goes back a certain amount of layers, usually 3 rotations, and then stops, ready for the wrap to be replaced. Actually, always happens to me. 1 bale left to wrap, and 1 part wrapped, and I've run out of wrap. Leave a comment below if this happens to you. Literally every time I go and wrap bales. The only good thing is the next time I get to wrapping bales, I've pretty much got 2 full rolls. So it's just annoying at the end of the day. But I'm going to quickly do this. Hope you enjoyed that little bit of footage of the short shorts. Only joking, me quickly changing rolls of wrap. Now, I just got to wrap my last bale. Then, but until then, well, in a second, I'll go through in a minute. I'm just going to wrap this last bale and get it stacked. Then I've got a little job to do where the net collects underneath the wrapper, which I'll explain in a minute when it's tipped up and off, because it's easier. So, if you can hear me, I just tip this up a minute. Island's much better. So, a little problem we get with the nets, if a tail does happen on the bales, especially when we're coming past hedgerows, brambles and stuff will grab hold of the bale and then produce a tail. Tail meaning a loose bit coming off the bale. When I go and put them on these or on the wrapper, quite often the tail ends up getting around this part here, and then when it gets too tight it'll get ripped off. So I'm going to quickly just remove this, and then it's clear for next time. So next time I come to wrapping, that's all ready to go. Else, what has happened in the past, if you leave it there too long, it will get inside here and get pulled in to the drive chain inside. So it's kind of important to make sure this is off. So I will just put you on time lapse and you can see this high speed. And just before anyone tells me off, I'll just clip the safety bar on so no one can tell me off for not doing things safely. Kids, practice the good ways, not bad ways. Okay, in the background you probably hear the damn church bells going. They do this. Bell ringing practice. Anyone else have that? Let us know. Anyway, that's doing its thing. I've done my thing. Ta-da! So, if you leave that in there, it just gets, no matter that there's even guards there, it still gets into the chain. And if you get too much into the chain, learnt from experience, yes, I've done this, is it gets all entwined in the cog between the sprocket and the chain, and then basically puts on enough pressure after a while that it just snaps the chain off. So it's easier just to clean it off. Like, I'm not talking about every single time, but every 2 or 3 times go out, I try to make sure I clean it off, and then that doesn't happen. Right, it's been a bit of a busy video really, hasn't it? Usually I try to concentrate on one thing. For those of you that think that isn't what you like watching, can't help it. I end up ranting off, so does Adam, on whatever topic we're doing. So we'd rather give it a little bit more in-depth rather than just keep jumping from thing to thing. Again, if you haven't done so, please hit that subscribe, give us a big thumbs up to help with the algorithm. Now, you guys can go and see what Ad's up to.
Seen taking the rake off Sunday evening, and we're back spreading more grass. So this grass we're just spreading now. What time is it? It's 5 o'clock now, so we'll spread it out what Justin's cut. So it makes the odds what it does overnight really anyway, because we're just spreading it out in lines. So like I said earlier, it's coming to the end now. God, it's just, everything is such hard work this time of year, isn't it? Like, just trying to get the grass dry, it's unbelievable. You think you've done it in a day, you know, you think the day you're going to bale, oh yeah, it's going to be lovely and, you know, lovely and dry, and it's still got massive bits of greenery, because you just forget your days are shorter. So you can't start till later, you can't bale till late anymore. You've only got that little bit in the day to get everything right before you move on to the next day, so you've got a short window anyway. This time of year I just think, just take what you can get, to be honest with you, because it's just so hard work, it really is hard work. But we'll get there, we made some nice stuff, but like just the ground, you know, all the amount of rain we've had and all that, it's just, the ground is all, it's still wet, you know, you're digging in, it's just, I just think this time of year it just isn't enjoyable to do your harvest, if that makes sense. You know, we're middle of September now, we're heading towards winter, but we get there, and I will be glad, like I said to you before, I'll be glad to see the back of this year, get all this done, and start again doing something else. But just the amount of turning you've got to do this time of year, it's unbelievable. You know, just forever turning and not really getting it. You're just putting air through the grass, getting it off the ground all the time. So obviously you don't want your grass changing colour, well we don't want that anyway. So just trying to keep that grass alive. But it's just, you know, these tractors and everything don't run on fresh air, do they? That's the other issue. You know, some of it you think, is it really worth it? But this is what we do, so the grass has got to be right, you know. Baling wet grass is what we do, so we're just going to keep doing the best we can to get the best results, and just take what you can get this time of year.
Now, fingers crossed, this being the second last lot that we're going to cut, we're hoping the weather stays with us, because it didn't last week. But anyway, this stuff is at the moment real green. Bit, well, it's just damp through being cut and it was fresh. But it is tedding up nicely, or turning, depending on which word you like to use. But the two 10-star tedders are tearing through it. Not that it's hard, it's not very long, but hey, every bale counts.
So that's me done now. I'm gonna head home. Hope you enjoyed that little video of us. If you like the video, remember to please subscribe and like and ring that bell. Remember, you can buy Hating TV merchandise as well on eBay, but the link will be in the description below. And if you want to find me or Justin on social media, you can find us on Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. So hope you enjoyed that one, like I said, and we will see you on the next one. So cheers.